What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Team Fortress 2 commentary. So today, I'm going to be talking about what it's like to be called a hacker. But first, let me tell you about the gameplay footage. It's me playing some Huntsman Sniper on the map Turbine, and I feel pretty proud of myself because later on in the video, as you'll see, I get 10 kill streak, which doesn't happen very often. That said, the commentary will have nothing to do with the gameplay, so just kind of sit back and relax. Yay! So let's get right into it. I don't know about you guys, but I get called a hacker fairly often. Specifically, probably 4 to 6 times a month, and that's not a very significant number to, like, you know, somebody who doesn't play TF2 or somebody who, like, just doesn't know what the situation is like. But when it comes to being called a hacker, 4 to 6 times a month is pretty obnoxious, considering it used to be I would get called a hacker maybe once a month, and that wasn't bad at all. I'm going to kind of go over the pros and cons, in my eyes, like my pros and cons of what it's like to be called a hacker this often, and sort of I want to see if I can give advice, you know, if that makes sense, because, like, I know I'm not the only one going through this. I know a lot of people it happens to. So let's get started with one of the pros. The first pro I have is it just feels good, you know. You feel good about yourself because, oh, okay, I just killed this guy in a fashion where he thought I was hacking, but really it's just my skill, therefore I must be good at the game. That feels kind of good because you think to yourself, oh, well, I'm good at this game. When, I mean, I'm okay. I am a decent player. I'm not amazing, as you guys have seen, but I don't suck either. So, yeah. The con, though, is, of course, for me at least, I get afraid of what other people think, because as soon as that, you know, kid or person sends the message in the chat saying, oh, Wazzu's hacking, I get a split-second feeling of, like, okay, everybody in the server who just saw that, what are they thinking? Do they believe this kid? Are they paying attention? Do they just not care? Or do they know I'm not hacking? Like, what are they thinking? So I get, like, really scared at first, and I'm afraid of, like, what people might think. But another pro to that is, this has happened to me a few times, is your teammates start to back you up. Team Fortress 2 can be a really tough community. A lot of people are very rude, to say the least. And so when a teammate backs you up or, like, says nice things about you, it really feels good. So for example, the other day I was playing Team Fortress 2, and somebody said I was aimbotting because I walked down a small hallway, I saw him, he turned around and walked in a straight line towards me, so I was able to headshot him real quickly with my sniper rifle. I scoped in, headshot him, and boom, it was pretty much a quick scope. And he instantaneously, like not 2 seconds after he died, in the chat, he said, Wazzu is using aimbot. And so I'm like, no, I'm not. But I didn't say anything in the chat because I tend not to, like, talk back to those who call me a hacker. But, you know, 20 seconds later, one of my teammates responded saying, he's not hacking, it's called skill. And then a couple other teammates on my team was like, yeah, like, learn to play the game or something. Like, they weren't very kind to the kid who said I was hacking, but it felt good to be backed up by my teammates because, like I said, that does not happen very often. Another con is I get kicked from a server. This has only happened once, but when it happened, I was devastated. I was very furious with, like, the server owner or whoever owns the server. The server owner, yes. Because I was playing on a server, and this was back when I, like, went on, like, a sniping grind. I was, like, getting headshots back and forth. I was able to hit any class, scouts, snipers, spies, medics. I've always had problems with medics, but I could hit them. I was hitting everything. I felt very good. I stayed on a server for, like, 3 hours, ended up with a score of, like, 260 something, and, like, 90% of that was, like, headshots. And so I felt really good, but a different server similar to that, I was going on one of those grinds where I was just getting everything, and not one, not two, but like 3 or 4 people in the chat started slowly ganging up on me saying, okay, Wazzu is seriously starting to get on my nerves. I think he's using aimbot. I think Wazzu's hacking. I think Wazzu's, you know, using some sort of hack. And this happened for maybe 10 minutes straight of just like, you know, slightly spread out comments of people saying I'm hacking. And in response, the admin himself, I don't even think he spectated me to check. I think it was just like, boom, he just was like, I'm done. The admin himself kicked me. Well, the server wasn't my favorite, so I rejoined the server, and they kicked me again. So I was just like, okay, I'm done. I'm going to join a different server. But, on the bright side, another pro is, nowadays in Team Fortress 2, with how long TF2 has been out, it's kind of become common for people to randomly call hacks on somebody when that person really isn't hacking. And so a lot of players suspect, like, oh, you're calling hacks, it's probably not a hack, you're just stupid. So at this point, it's common, it feels good. And the last con I have kind of like blends in with my last comment, and it's more than one person began to call you a hacker, because one person, you know, okay, it's not that bad. But as soon as that second person starts calling you a hacker, or like a third person calls you a hacker, then it's like, okay, the people on the server have to start catching on. They're gonna start thinking, they're gonna start noticing something's up. And so you know, I think to myself, this isn't gonna work very well. I feel like I should leave. But yeah, that's all I have to talk about. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna leave you guys with a little clip I got when I first joined this Turbine server, and I hope you guys enjoy. Have a nice day or night whenever you're watching this, and goodbye.
The enemy has dropped our intelligence.
There is destroying.
Alert. The enemy has taken our intelligence. You failed!
Lost again. What's the point? People are losing.
Free head button, courtesy of my face.
What's happening?
Free head button.
Oh. Oh. How are you? Are you doing nice? Oh, okay.
It's conga time in Oz!